Last year, I acquired an app generating $90 a month and scaled it to $3,000 per month in 180 days. And it's projected to earn $36,000 in the next year. That's $100 per day after the 15% App Store fee. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and the 3-step strategy I use to increase revenue by 2,920%. Last year, I acquired iMic, a simple consumer app developed by Olgaz Dorak, an indie developer who left his corporate job to follow his dream, building apps in cafes throughout Asia. The app itself has a single use case. Simply put, you broadcast audio from your phone's microphone to any Bluetooth speaker, turning your iPhone into a wireless microphone for presentations or karaoke. And the stats for iMic showed me everything I needed to know. It has strong downloads, great impressions with a solid conversion rate. But there was one problem. It just wasn't making any money. With over 5,000 downloads in a month, it was barely even hitting $100. I bought it for $10,000. Stop looking at me like that. I know what you're thinking. Usually, to work out how much an app is worth, you get the monthly revenue, $91, and you work out what that accounts to annually, $1,092. Then you multiply that by the multiple. Market value is a multiple around about 2 to 5 times. So this app would be worth between $2,000 and $5,000. I paid 10 times multiple. But in this case, the value of the app to me wasn't how much revenue was already being generated. The real value was the number of downloads it was getting month after month for free. The app had a single in-app purchase, offering all premium functionality for the low price of $2. To boost the revenue for this app, all I needed to do was to get more users purchasing a premium subscription and offer enough value in the app to justify how much people were prepared to even pay for it. And I used a 3-step growth strategy. First, I asked myself, is this app actually good enough to deserve revenue? The first step isn't about growth, it's actually about building a foundation that makes growth possible. I looked at the app through fresh eyes. Is it intuitive to use? Does it have a main core purpose? Is that core purpose strong enough? Would anyone want to share this app with a friend? The answer to these questions gave me a good structure to rebuild the app from scratch, redesigning the app to make it more inviting and easier to use, and I added a few extra core features along the way, like voice filters and AirPlay support.
This is a robot. This is an alien. This is a chipmunk. This is a monster. And then this is the airdrop.
And while I was testing this app, I found this annoying issue where I had this echo happen all the time between my phone and the Bluetooth speaker. So I built in echo reduction.
And then noise reduction. Noise reduction.
Then I rethought the monetization strategy. I needed to make sure that the pricing model matched the way that people used the app and made upgrading feel like a natural next step in the user experience. I asked myself, how can I balance the free functionality of the app with a pricing structure that makes sense? Offering features for free is a great way to get people using your app and get people sharing your app. But where is the line between a free user and a paid user? So I look at the app through its value proposition. What is the bare basic functionality the user expects once they've downloaded it? What features are compelling enough that someone will actually want to subscribe? And what other mechanics can be included to nudge people along the subscription path? With consumer apps, you don't want to lock the entire app so far down that it's unusable or the user feels ripped off after downloading it. If you waste their time for downloading the app and everything is behind a paywall, you're just going to get a bunch of bad reviews and no one's going to share it with anyone else. You decrease the shareability of the app. Instead, a balanced approach works best. For this app, I locked the new voice filters and noise reduction behind a paywall and limited how many times the user can launch the app in a day. Reach your limit, and you need to subscribe or come back tomorrow. This ensures the core functionality is still available, the user gets the opportunity to evaluate the app, see how it works, and they can choose whether they want to subscribe to unlock more features and more access. And finally, I take a look at the onboarding process. I ask myself, does the user know what the app even does within a few moments of launching it? You don't need to overanalyze this part. Just have to point the user in the right direction early enough. Simply look at the app like a first-time user would. Is it obvious what the app does? Can they jump into the core feature quickly? And does the app offer an upgrade pathway early on? Onboarding isn't just about adding a nice onboarding screen. It's about letting the user know what the app does and giving them quick access to the core functionality. So I added a nice onboarding screen, stepping the user through the main benefits and features of the app. First, showing them in simple terms that they've downloaded the right app. This is the only app they need to turn their phone into a microphone. Keep in mind that they've probably downloaded a couple of apps already. In the onboarding process, I want to reassure them that this is the app for them. Then highlight the features that are locked behind the paywall. In this case, it's the voice filters. That's like a really big selling point. And finally, show them the trial paywall. This is where most people will sign up for a free trial. Once the onboarding screen is complete, the user is to immediately be thrown into the core functionality of the app. No clunky menus, no hidden features. They're just using it. I spent $10,000 acquiring iMic, and it was only generating $100 per month. It had a lot of downloads, but it just struggled to convert users into actual paying customers. It took me a week to redevelop the app, bolster the core offering, upgrade to a new subscription model, and redesign the onboarding flow. And the result? $3,000 a month in revenue almost overnight. I didn't have to change any of the App Store listing, the keywords, the icon. I didn't even change the screenshots. They're still the same ones that were on there when I purchased the app. And you can see the exact moment I released this new version. And 6 months later, my investment has already broken even, generating $13,100 in revenue since I acquired it. If you want to see more breakdowns of how I've transformed apps to generate more revenue and more downloads, let me know in the comments below.